Chapter 19. I get mocked by my teammates, and of course, they all want to see the leg. Until they do, the girls try not to show it, but they are horrified. Oh my god, it's just a pipe. Aren't they going to make it look, real? The guys, though, think it's wicked cool. That is tight, man. Yeah, it's the. Come here, check out Jessica's leg. Wow, that is crazy. That's like Terminator tough. I tell myself that the guys being wowed and the girls being revolted is better than the other way around, but both extremes are a little much. Kiro intervened. Hey people, get back to your posts. We are trying to make some money here. Everyone but Fiona skitters, and he smiles at me and says, it's great to see you out here, and it's great to see you in uniform. Hi dear, I say, hitching a thumb at Fiona. Well, it's a good one. I zip down my pant leg and say, it's not pretty, I know, but it's nice to be able to walk again. I bet it is, he says with a laugh, and it is the first step to running again. He looks around. Good tenant, huh? I nod. Even Meryl is there, working the baker safe table. But after a while, it becomes clear that the turnout is really mostly people from the track team and their parents. I help out at the different tables and talk to people, but after being there almost an hour, I'm getting the picture that there's not enough work to go around. Then I hear, "Hi, Jessica," from across the lot. "Yeah?" I call back. "Get over here." It's Graham DeBlow, and Maria Reed. Graham's a vaulter. Mario's a sprinter. Right now, they are both waivers, flagging me out to the sidewalk. So Fiona and I make our way over to them. You're wearing shirts, right? Graham asks. I nod. So take off those sweats and stand here with us. Mario adds, a lot more people will stop. I blink at him. No way, I'd be like a freak show. Look, Graham says. How are people supposed to understand what we are doing? How are they supposed to know who Jessica is? Yeah, Mario climbs in. Maybe the bus wreck was in the news, but people forgot. I look at Fiona for help, but she just shrugs and says, I totally get why you wouldn't want to, but it would explain more than any sign, that's for sure. Two other runners have been listening in Colin Johnson and Melanie Mehta. Colin says, you should also hold a sign that says, I'm Jessica. Nope, I snap. How about one that says, help me run? Melanie suggests. I cringe. I would feel like a beggar. Look, Graham says, you need to help us out here. What they are saying is true. I know it is. But standing on the street with my pipe leg and a sign, it would be so embarrassing. So icky. Still, they are all doing this for me. Shouldn't I be helping out the best way I can? How about a sign that says, I want to run again? Fiona asked quietly. That's not begging. That's just studying a simple fact. I look around at their expectant faces. I do want to run again. I do want to help. I take a deep breath. Okay, somebody make me a sign. Chapter 20. Having me out on the sidewalk works. It also almost causes a couple of fender benders. I guess crying a sign gives people license to stare, double take, and rubberneck. There are no actual accidents, though, just a steady stream of customers. A lot of them aren't so much interested in getting their car washed as they are in writing a check. I see them talking to Giro. I see them glancing at me. I see them shaking their heads and pulling out their wallet. Some of them even come up to me and tell me stories about their uncle or their dad or their army buddy who served in Iraq. They treat me like they've known me my whole life. I guess they are trying to make me feel better or not alone. But it's kind of bizarre to have people I don't even know telling me these people stories, especially the gruesome ones about Iraq. I'm not up for hearing all those details, but what I'm supposed to do. I just smile and nod and take it. Then Gavin Vance arrives. I'm suddenly and completely embarrassed. I want to pull on my sweats, hide. I try to get back to simply holding my sign, but I can't help sneaking looks at him. He hugs Meryl, who is ecstatic to see him. They laugh, hold hands. She feeds him a brownie. I force myself to stop looking, but I can't seem to quite wondering if any guy, Gavin or otherwise, will ever look at me, will ever want me. It's not the first time I've thought this, but seeing Gavin and Meryl together makes the thought feel so raw. I glance over my shoulder again and see that Gavin's now talking to Giro. A minute later, he's still talking to Giro. Fiona's been observing all this too, and when Gavin starts to leave, she mutters, he couldn't even come over and say hi. But Gavin doesn't go back to his car. He dashes across the street while traffic is held back by the red light. What is he doing? Fiona asks. Running? I say with a twinge of sarcasm. When he gets to the center divider, he turns and faces us, then produces a camera and motions for us to hold our signs higher. Oh, Fiona says, newspaper. I'm really upset now. I don't want to be seen like this in the school newspaper. I get donations, Fiona says, and nudges my arm up. Just hold up your sign. Before I can even think to yell, hey, you need my permission to do that. Gavin has already taken some shots and is running back across the street. And in a flash, he's inside his car and driving away. I don't say anything, but I'm kind of mad at Fiona, and I'm really mad at Gavin. He should have at least asked. So I decide Monday morning I'm going to find him and put a stop to him using those pictures. Chapter 21. The car wash event brings in a whopping $876.50. I'm amazed, Giro's pleased, the team's excited, and Dad is very impressed. $876? He asked on the way home. And 50 cents, I add. Someone baked that extra brownie, you know? It counts. He smiles and nods. Let's not forget the 50 cents. But after I'm home for a little while, I start feeling deflated and sore. I can't walk evenly. My body is tender all over. My stomach is throbbing. I need to take my leg off and rest. By bedtime, I realize that I way overdid it. I fall asleep easily, but I don't sleep well. It hurts to roll over. I'm too hot, then too cold, and then I have the running dream again. Only this time I'm not really running. I'm clopping. Sherlock is barking at me to hurry up. He runs ahead, turns, barks, runs ahead, turns, barks. I know what he's saying. Come on, let's go, let's go. But I can't. No matter how hard I try, all I can do is clump along. Clump, clump, clump. I look down and see my leg. It's just a big steel pump. No foot, no shoe. Clump, clump, clump. Bark, bark, bark. Clump, clump, clump. Bark, bark, bark. Clump, clump. I wake up with a jolt to find my mother on the edge of my bed. She's holding the phone and the Sunday paper, which is still in its dew-proof bag. Sorry to wake you, she whispers. That's okay. I murmur, glad to be out of the dream. She stands over the phone. It's Fiona, she says. It's important and that I should give you this. She puts the newspaper next to me. Hello, I say into the phone. Have you opened the paper? She asks. No, I mumble. I still asleep. I eye the clock. It's not even 7. Well, wake up. You are on the front page of the community section. I am? I ask, still groggy. How? Gavin wrote an article. It's amazing. Now I'm awake. Gavin did? Yeah. And there's a huge picture of you. Open the paper. Mom's giving me a questioning look, so I tell her, can you open the paper? Go to the community section. Section C, Fiona says in my ear. But Mom finds the section without any extra help. She pulls it out, unfolds it, and we both gasp. There's an enormous picture of me, just me, holding up my sign. I want to run again. So much for my stopping him from using the picture. But strangely, I'm not mad. I'm more in shock. Fiona can tell we've found the article. Call me back when you've read it, she says with a laugh, then hangs up. The headline is Getting Back on Track. The byline is Gavin R. Vance. Mom's hands are shaking, so I snatch the paper from her and hold it steady so we both can read. Jessica Chalisel was a world-class runner, or according to her track coach, Leonard Kirokowski, well on her way to becoming one. She set a new league record in the 400 meters race just 2 hours before the accident. She had the discipline, the determination. She had incredible potential. The accident to which Kirokowski refers involved a school bus transporting the Liberty High School track team and an uninsured junkyard hauler named Jack Lowy. Even if I didn't know you, my mom whispers, I'd read this article. It pulls you right in. Shh, I tell her, and together we continue to read all about the accident and the track team's quest to buy me a running leg. There's a nice smaller picture of the track team working the car wash and a sidebar that has the heading Help Jessica Run Again and gives the school's contact information for anyone who wants to donate money. The whole page is put together very well, but it's the closing part of the article that really gets me. Jessica Callisto may have lost a leg, but she has not lost her spirit. Last Thursday, she was back at the track, cheering from the sidelines as her teammates battled Langston High in a dual league meet. Next year, she's like to be back on the track, running. This is a wonderful piece, my mother sniffs, brushing away a tear. She points to the byline. Do you know the writer? I hesitate. Do I know him? He gives amazing speeches, writes fantastic op-eds, and now newspaper features. Spearheads community warmth drives.